Hey, what's going on, world? This is our not theme music because I don't want to do copyright stuff, but this is John Coltrane's My Favorite Things. Welcome to the classroom. My name is Josh Wilder, and I'm the captain of the Playwrights Workshop. I hope the sun is shining and the sky is blue wherever you are in the world. And this is class 2 of part 2, class 2. For those who don't know me, hello. How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. So before we start, before the comrades come in and we take class, I really would really appreciate it if you click like on this video and subscribe to the channel. The Playwrights Workshop would not be possible without the internet. So, show me some love if you can. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at, dry. You can follow me on Twitter at, that's a schwa, whatever, Mr. Wilder, MrWildah. Little ashy, the marker's kind of ashy, but this is my Instagram and it's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, okay? So today we're going to have a really exciting class because we're going to be basically like picking up on where we left off. And where we left off was creating a character for the theater. You know what I'm saying? Characters are everything when it comes to plays, writing, when it comes to just language, right? And you do not have a great play if you don't have great characters. That's just something, that's just a cardinal rule that I like to live by and write by. And for full disclosure, the authority on playwriting or writing plays. I am just a playwright who has been in this business for about 10 years and has had a fair share of experience, knowledge, and most importantly, productions. So that's where I'm coming from. That's my experience. Let's get started. Comrades, come through. Come through if you can. All right, cool. So let's just, introduce to the world. Let's do introductions. So Asha, you go first.
Hi, I'm Asha. I'm based in New York right now. I'm a comrade, playwright, actor, dancer, director, all that fun artisty stuff.
All right, cool. Deen?
Hey y'all, my name is Deen. My pronouns are they, them. I'm based in Austin, Texas. I am a educator, theater maker, producer, all that stuff as well. I'm happy to be here.
I love the multifacetedness of this room, you know what I'm saying? And this is a really important thing, right? If you are a writer, actor, a person in the theater, a creative person who wants to write, has an interest in writing, come through. This class is for you. This workshop is for you. Our youngest comrade is 19. Our oldest is 70. So please, this is for you, okay? So let's just hop into it, all right? Let's hop into it. So, a good character, Deen. Tell me. I put on the board, there's no wrong answers. What makes a character a really good character?
Really good. It's like I think they're relatable. I think it's someone who you look at and you say like, I know who this person is, or I know a person like this.
Okay, I love that. That's the thing that we were talking about yesterday, right? When an audience member goes off the street, comes from the street, and comes sees the play, right? They are connecting with a character on stage for however long the play is going. And in that time frame, right? In that span, member is to see themselves reflected on the stage. And in whatever way that can be, with whatever character they can latch onto. When the audience leaves the theater, Deen, who are they talking about when they leave the theater?
I mean, I talk about, the first thing I talk about are the characters. But it's like, who they were, what I was seeing happening, what they were doing. Yeah, it's not so much anything, but like, oh, did you see when thing did blank or when this happened?
Right. I love that. Yes. The audience is talking about the characters because they spent the time emotionally investing in the character's journey. Asha, tell me something that makes a character.
Something that makes a character.
Yeah, what makes a character?
The way that they're three-dimensional, their personality, their flaws.
Oh, yes, their flaws. Their flaws. FL. Let me spell. Personality, right? So I want to go back to our chart exercise from last class. So Dean, we're going to play this game with you since you're new to the camp. Okay, you have 3 seconds. Now, this is our like who's if you're smarter than a fifth grader game. Okay, so do me a favor. You have 3 seconds to draw a T chart. Go.
T chart. Oh.
It's okay. Yesterday I was like, what is it? What is it?
3,000. Okay, so listen, Dean. I see you. I see you. Okay, cool. So Dean knows what a T chart is. I hope everybody at home knows what that is now. Okay. So let's go to our T chart, right? So Dean, because you were, do me a favor. Give me a character's name.
Oh, and like a real character's name or like?
It's a name.
All right, Kim.
Kim. Okay, cool. With a Y or I?
With a Y. With a Y.
All right, cool. So Kim. So listen, in your chart, right? So I hope you're like following with me, okay? So listen, we talk a lot about polarity, Polarity, right? Every person has a North Pole, a South Pole, an angel, a devil. That's what makes us, right? And we all got a good side, we all got a bad side. Do you agree? Somewhat?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
All
right, right. So listen, with Kim, right? I want you to make a positive sign on one side and a negative side on the other side, okay? Your positive traits, your negative traits, your angel, your devil, okay? So do me a favor. Give me a positive trait about Kim, but more specifically, a positive trait that an actor can play on stage as Kim. Don't think too hard either.
Good listener.
Give me one word.
Oh, one word.
Word.
Attentive.
Attentive. Okay. Kim is attentive. So folks back in YouTube, right? So hear me out. Here's how we do this exercise. Whenever we give a positive trait, the goal is to do the antonym of what this word means, okay? So if Kim's positive side is that she is attentive, Dean, what's her negative side?
She is, I guess it's like she is a perfectionist.
The negative side?
Yeah.
What's the antonym, not the synonym? What's the antonym?
I view perfectionism as a bad thing, but let me say, she is hypersensitive. I don't know. Is that something that would be an antonym for it?
So when I think of attentive, I think of the root word attention.
Yeah.
So what's the negative of attention? What's the opposite of having an attention?
Oh, the opposite of having attention?
Yeah, the opposite.
Okay. Now I'm understanding it. The opposite of having attention would be like dismissive or not attentive.
Let's do dismissive. That's a little more dramatic. Right. Okay, cool. Give me, Asha, give me one.
Positive. My favorite game. I would say they're a narcissist. I know it would immediately be negative, but I think it'd be interesting as a positive.
Simple. Something more simple.
Destructive. Nurturing.
Okay. Dean?
Negative or positive? Which one am I going for first?
Doesn't matter.
Loving.
Loving, okay. The opposite?
Hating.
I'm gonna do hate.
Yep.
Asha?
Giving.
Okay. Can we do a more dramatic word for giving? Would generous work?
Generous, yeah.
Okay.
Greedy or gluttonous.
Greedy. I like greedy.
Okay.
All right. It sounds like more like, you know what I mean? I actually really love this list. Dean, one more.
Playful.
Okay.
The opposite would be serious, or like, I don't know if that's a bad thing though, but no, not bad enough.
Not bad enough. Not bad enough.
Okay, so boring.
Boring. Aw. I'm gonna put a little little circle around Kim. That way she has a head and a body and some arms too. So Kim is attentive until they're dismissive. Kim is nurturing until they're destructive. Loving until they're hateful. Generous until they're greedy. Playful what's like Kim's, and I'm gonna take it a step further, okay? What kind of occupation or what kind of person do you think Kim is? Knowing these qualities about Kim, what kind of occupation or kind of person you think they are?
Feels like from the list, the positive list could be like a kindergarten teacher.
Oh my God. Okay, cool. So Kim is a kindergarten teacher. Whoa.
I was thinking like a babysitter or something. So
okay. Yeah. I'm like kindergarten teacher for some reason. All right, so Kim's a so write this down for yourself, okay? Kim is a kindergarten teacher, okay? This is deep. We didn't got kids involved. All right. So Pete, right? You see how Kim, the kindergarten teacher. Shout out to Miss Desiree. I had the best kindergarten teacher. I went to kindergarten at the YMCA. I actually didn't go to kindergarten in a formal school. I had the best experience there. Oh, the 90s. So listen, Dean, question. What would switch so fast?
Oh, can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would make Kim switch that fast? What will make her switch?
Bad kids.
Bad kids. Okay, cool, right? Given circumstances, right? Right, bad kids. So here's my thing, right? What are the bad kids? And this is great because we're talking about things that happen to the body, circumstances that happen to the body of the character that makes them explore their polars. Your character and people in general, right? People aren't going to switch on you or show you a different part of the personality unless you do something to them or unless something happens to them, right? That's the thing that we're going to be watching on the stage. What is happening? What is physically happening, right? Emotionally happening, but more importantly, what is physically happening to your characters on stage that will trigger them to show their multifacetedness. You feel me? So Kim is a kindergarten teacher. Are these like some bad kids? Are these what would happen for this to go down? Because I don't know if I want this to be my kindergarten teacher, but then it depends on what the kids or the parents do to the person, right? So yes, this is the mask. This positive traits is the mask, right? And writing a character that only has positive traits and you don't see no negative, nothing about them, nothing from them. And that goes for even if you're writing a TYA piece, if you're writing theater for young audiences, right? Kids understand people, you know, to a certain degree, like adults understand people. People understand people, no matter how old or young you are. Everyone has an angel, everyone has a devil, or a positive or a negative. Questions, comments, concerns about that? Cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know. So right now, right, for the sake of this exercise, we've said that she's a kindergarten teacher, and with her polars, it's her being a kindergarten teacher that are allowing her polars to be shown, right? Is it possible that the occupation is what she does, but that is not necessarily the thing in the world of the play that shows her opposites, her polarity?
Yes, that is a great observation. Okay. So depending on where you are, but depending on where this character is in the space, right, is how we figure this out, or depending on what the playing space is. Because Kim can be a kindergarten teacher off stage, but in the house, we see her ratchet side. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what kind of circumstances you want to put your characters in order for them to that's a great question, Asha. Deen, do you have any questions before I move on? No? All right, cool. All right. And y'all listen, back at home, look, I'm in Koreatown. I'm in downtown LA. Sometimes the building be acting up. Sometimes my Wi-Fi get a little spotty, my bad. You know what I mean? I ain't paid for the business speed yet, all right? I just got back here. So Pete, right? I want to go back to what we first talked about. And let's keep Kim in our mind's eye, okay? Let's keep else that makes a character. Let's like complicate Kim some more. What else makes Kim who she is, who they are?
Class.
Her class, her social mapping. I love that. Right? Her social mapping. That's class, race, orientation, if you want to talk about that, right? What else?
Where she's from.
Where's she from? Her origins. What else?
Her desires.
Her desires. What else?
Her dream. Well, I guess desires is the same thing as dreams. So, her past.
Her past. I love this. What else?
Family.
Her family. What else?
Her faith.
Her faith. Okay. Anything else? It's a popular word we love to say on Twitter. Her trauma. And one more I want to add, her memories. Her memory.
Josh,
Yes.
would you mind talking a little bit about the way the three of those are different from the past, or are they just branches of, you think?
I think they can be branches of the past. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think you can lump those things in. Yeah, it can be a past, you know, her past occupations, whatever. But yeah,
Right,
past can be a big category. Definitely.
right, an umbrella. Okay.
Definitely. So did you write all this down? All right, cool. So how about this, right? Let's talk about the umbrellas, right? We have the past, there's social mapping, their desires, past, social mapping, or objectives, whatever wants, needs, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, their past, their social mapping, their desires. That sounds good. What's another one? Their language, how they speak. How they speak. That's one of Aristotle's elements of drama, language, right? How a character speaks. Is speaking, right? That's literally how they listen and then they feel, right? Language goes from here, it can go here to here, or here all the way up and go all the way down, right? But language is what's going to be the thing, or one of the main things that makes your character. How are they speaking? Okay. So let's like get further into Kim, okay? So Kim, our little character profile of Kim, okay? Kim is a kindergarten teacher. How old is she? For that
28.
28?
Yep.
What else? Give me tell me about their social mapping. Three important things about the social mapping.
Middle class.
Middle class, okay? What else?
A woman.
Okay. What else?
They're an only child.
Only child, okay. How does Kim speak? What's Kim's language?
By language, like English.
Like it, I
Yeah.
mean, okay, let's assume Kim speaks English, okay? Let's assume that, right? How does Kim speak to others? How does she communicate? Is she a hard ass woman? You know what I'm saying? Is she a softie? Is she like, what kind of qualities does her language kind of garner?
Fast paced.
She's a fast talker.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Give me something from Kim's past.
Her twin died.
Her twin died. At what age?
7.
Wow. And what does she want? What's her objective? Actually, pause. Let's go for her super. What's her super objective? What's the thing that she wants desperately? And Dean, this is how we identify super objectives in the workshop, is the thing, the emotional thing, the cerebral thing, right? That the characters desperately want / need, but they'll never get it. They'll never get it. You know that Iyanla Vanzant meme? They'll never get it. They'll never get it. So what's the deep, deep, deep emotional cerebral need that Kim is going for, that but she'll never get? And we already have it up here, low key.
Bring her sister back.
So bring her sister back. And how's she gonna do that? How?
I mean, magic.
Okay. That's deep. So what's the objective? What's like in a let's hold on objective for a second, because we don't know the complete situation just yet. Okay. We know that Kim is 28. She teaches kindergarten. She's middle class. She's the only child. Well, she's, now she's the only child. You know what I mean? She's a fast talker. Her twin died at 7, and she desperately wants to bring her sister back. And she's going to do it via magic. Let's just sit with that for a second. What kind of play do you think this is? What kind of play are we writing? There's no wrong answers.
It seems like there could be some family drama in it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It also has like Black superhero Magic Mama vibes.
I love Miss Galvan.
Yes.
I love her. Hi, Miss Galvan. So you want to do exercise real quick?
Yeah.
Let's give ourselves 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. You're gonna have 5 minutes. I want you to write a monologue that has a total number of 15 lines. Okay, that's 3 lines a minute, okay? You ready? Be back in 5 minutes.
This is Kim's monologue, right?
This is Kim's monologue. This is Kim's monologue, right? And give me a monologue that is a memory, that's based in a memory. Okay, Kim's memory monologue. All right, you got 5 minutes. And make sure you breathe. Breathing is important and fundamental, folks, especially folks at home. So if you're writing with us, if you're following this class and you want to join, this is the task, right? The quick little exercise is to write a 15-line monologue, okay, from Kim's perspective. All right. So if you're at home and you want to write this too, go ahead and join us. All right. Cool. Okay, folks, this is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. All right, get those last couple lines out. Make sure you're breathing deeply. Okay. Come back, Shivas, come back. All right, let's take a deep breath. All right, how we feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Pretty good.
All right, cool. So, Dean, let's hear it.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. She used to put the book under the bed It was a kid's book and I can't remember the name of it, but I remember there was a girl and this monster in it, this green wrinkly monster, and I can still see its face in the book. The monster took her and put her in like this basket and made her sing. And my sister, Toya, she would wake up every night and swear that the monster was in our room. It was only ever me and her in there. And she'd wake up and sweat screaming that it was in there to take her away. And if I could find that book, I know something in it will help me find her or that monster. He was there.
Asha?
Swings covered in rust, leaves crunching in your hair, as we walked in silence, beckoning with care. Your laughter was superb, drenched in the gall of the sea, drinking your favorite tea. Tea parties were our jam, jam like crumpets. You always said the British knew what was worth it. Scars to show we are apart 2 inches deep, yours to the right, mine to the left. Reunited by a blade that damn near caused one of our deaths. Breathe, little sis. Silence, don't cry. Don't dry heave, it's time to say goodbye.
Cool. Can we like keep playing with Kim today? Is that cool? Y'all are really great writers, by the way. I'm kind of fanning out over here. All right, so let's, I want y'all to draw this target. This is like a little egg, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? No one can draw a perfect. Not possible. I want to talk about the world that Kim inhabits, the world that Kim lives in. There's a really great essay by the OG Eleanor Fuchs called Visits to a Small Planet. It's on Google. You can Google it real quick and it'll pop up, right? We're not discussing that article in this class because I'm at Eleanor, all right? And I'm not a master at that essay, but I'm telling you a reference point, all right? We're gonna do what I do here. So Pete, right? I want to talk about the world that Kim inhabits, because the world that Kim inhabits is going to actually open up your monologues a bit more, if that's all right. Let's go from the outside all the way inside, right? The inside of the circle, I want the inside of the circle to be the playing space, right? The playing space. So whether that's the living room, the kindergarten classroom, whatever, right? This is the playing space. Okay. Outside of the playing space, it's going to be the outside world, right? The outside world. Her city, you know what I mean? Her country, whatever, right? The forces that are outside of the playing space. Okay. And on the outer circle, it's the society, the society. The society affects the setting, affects the playing space. All right. Or if you want to reverse it, we can reverse it, right? So we can go the set. The society, the playing space. Either or. These things talking about the society as a world, the politics, all the shit, right? So I feel more comfortable putting society on the outer circle, if that's okay. But you could do what you want. You could do what you want.
Why?
Why? I feel like the society for me denotes like a global politic. I think it denotes how the setting function, because for example, right, the playing space can be the classroom, the setting could be the school, the society could be the city that the school is in. You know what I'm saying? You can do this, you can play with this as much as you want to play with it. You know what I mean? You can get as specific as you want to get. But I think for me, right, because you might understand it differently for you, right? How I'm understanding it for me is, okay, the small, like for, I said, Kim is in the classroom, this, and we're set at a school. You know what I'm saying? And there's people in that school and outside that school that create the society, which the school is set. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of work it. But you can do whatever you want to do. Like on the outside, right? You can put time. Right? As many circles as you want. You know what I mean? So for the purposes of like right now, right? We got time, we got society, we got the setting, we got the playing space. So what is the playing space? Let's just like make something up. What's the playing space?
I was gonna say school library, but
The school library. Okay, great. Great. And the setting is the school? Yes?
yes,
What kind of school is it? How big is the school? Is it a charter school? Is it a public school? Is it a private school? Is it a Waldorf school? What kind of school is this?
Public?
Okay, it's a public school. Where?
Oklahoma.
Okay, we in Oklahoma, bet. All right, cool. Where at in Oklahoma are we?
Tulsa.
We in Tulsa. All right, Algebra. We in Tulsa.
Just-
We in Tulsa. All right, cool. All right, cool. We in Tulsa. Y'all, we're not riding the Watchmen. We're not riding the Watchmen. Okay. So we in Tulsa. You see how fast my brain with the Watchmen. So we in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's a public school. What else is going on in the setting? How many kids are there?
In the school total? Or in her class?
You tell me.
I think she has a small class, maybe
A small class?
Yeah, like 6 or
Okay.
7, real tiny.
Okay. What's the society? What's the world outside the school? What's the society? What kind of society is Kim teaching these kids in? What kind of society is going on? What's going on?
That would depend on the time too, right?
Right. So what's the time? Don't think too hard.
Yeah, the time 19. Ooh, 19, like 1986, like
1980s.
right in the end of the 80s.
Oh, wow. Okay. Reaganomics is going on, huh? What else is going on in the society in 1986 in America? The war on drugs?
War on drugs, yeah. That's big.
What else? Who was the 80s?
it was the 80s. I mean, like the war on drugs was big. What else? I see now. I'm not. Now you're making me show my age. I wasn't born in the 80s.
Yeah, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, let's say like, I mean, like really crappy infrastructure. Like the schools
Okay,
would have been probably in some poor conditions.
okay. Any kind of music?
Hip hop,
Yeah.
yeah,
What else?
MTV,
MTV.
yeah.
What else?
I'm curious what I'm thinking about, like what fashion was like, um, or like how people were dressing, and I don't know if that's society really, but
No, that's society.
yeah,
That's society. Well,
or this.
or should we stop here? You want to stop here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Cool. Can we add this into our monologues now? Let's get more specific.
Okay.
Let's dig a little deeper now. We know that, and let's actually use these settings in our monologue, right? Let's just see what happens, right? We're set in a library while this monologue is happening. And it's 1986. And we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure it's kind of violent right now, depending on where she's teaching at, where she's living at. Let's see if we can get a little bit more specific, okay? How about we add like 10 more lines? And I'll give you 3 minutes this time, okay? I'll give you 5 minutes. 10 more lines, 5 minutes. Y'all ready? Here we go. All right, folks, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Make sure you breathe. All right, folks, come back. Come back, Sheba, come back. Get your nice little lines written out. Really, really excited to see what happens. All right, let's take a deep breath. How y'all feeling?
I don't know nothing about Tulsa.
And me either. I was like, what does Tulsa look like?
Right, right. You
Literally.
see how we put ourselves in these little traps as writers. Like you see how we can do things. It's okay though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Let's do how we did before. Dean, let's hear it.
Okay. So the extra lines, right?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Give me the whole join. The whole join.
All right. Let's see if I can make it work. She used to put that book under the bed. It was a children's book, and I couldn't remember the name of it, but I remember it now. And that girl and a monster is in it. This green old wrinkly monster, and I can still see its face in that book. The monster took her and put her in in this basket and made her sing. And my sister Toya, she would wake up every night and swear that the monster was in our room. It was only ever me and her in there. And she'd wake up in sweat screaming that it was here to take her away. And if I could find that book, I know something in it will help me find her or that monster. He was there. Give me that book before you ruin it. That's the only copy in here. You'll probably mess it up if you bring it home. I'm sure there are so many more in here, and I need that one. I swear if you don't give it to me right now, Tulsa's gonna see a fire bigger than it's ever seen before. I'll report your parents too. Yeah, you can't go home to see them. The cops will come and get them.
Yo, okay. Okay, I'm really digging this class.
It got real dark.
You got
real
mean class today. For real. No, this is good. Asha?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay. Swings covered in rust, leaves crunching in your hair, as we walked in silence, beckoning with care. Your laughter was superb, drenched in the gall of the sea, drinking your favorite tea. Tea parties were our jam like crumpets. You always said the British knew what was worth it. Scars to show We are apart, 2 inches deep, yours to the right, mine to the left. Reunited by a blade that damn near caused one of our deaths. Breathe, little sis, silence, don't cry. Don't dry heave, it's time to say goodbye. Shh. The library isn't a place to be loud. Shh. It's not a place for you to be stupid either. The last words I uttered to your physical existence. I found that book we hid in the back wall, you know, the one where everyone wrote Tulsa as the password to unlock the secrets hidden in the history of this town. Public Enemy Zero. Public school wins and wines. 1986 was the year we became divine.
Yeah.
No, y'all are getting me out of here. Whoa. Whoa. All right. we're writing tonight, huh? All right, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, all right. So, step 3 to this, right? Step 3, the other characters. The other characters. So, Dean, let me give you a little catch up on our playwright Pythagorean theorem, okay? What's the Pythagorean theorem?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
All right, cool.
Is that it? I don't know. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're right. You know what I mean? So listen, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So indulge me for a second, okay? By the end of this class period, we would have written 3 monologues, okay? And they're all going to be connected. That's the big push for today's class, okay? So really quick. So listen, Dean, we write in drama, okay? Drama. A play is drama because a play has a conflict in it, okay? And without conflict, there is no drama, there is no play. No matter how big the conflict or small the conflict is, if there's no central conflict in your play, then there's no play. You have a pageant, and a pageant is a non-dramatic play, okay? So, and there's no right or wrong, and pageant isn't a negative term, it's a technical term. Listen, I want you to draw a triangle. You know, since you got your college degree, you know every fucking thing, you know what I mean? So just, so do a triangle, okay? And let's put Kim at the top. Well, let's put A. We got A, we got B, we got C, okay? And in our playwrights Pythagorean theorem, everybody got a problem with everybody. Everybody got a problem with everybody, all right? A got a problem with B, B got a problem with A got a problem with C, and C got a problem with A, right? They keep in the same energy, right? And B and C got a problem too. So that's A squared, right? The problems that the characters have with someone else. What do you think B squared is?
You said A squared is a problem that the characters have with something else.
With them, yep, with other characters.
B squared, the problems that they have with themselves.
There we go. Right? The problems they have with themselves. And what's C squared? What do you think is C squared?
I'd place that then problems that they have like externally with the world, maybe. I don't know.
On the first day, right on. The problems they have with the world. They, you know, this is the thing, you know, the world also does things to them, right? The world treats them a certain way, right? Therefore, they have an issue with the world because how the world is presently, right? So this is amazing. Okay, this is amazing. So here's the thing, right? Let's take this a little bit further. Yeah, the problem can be, what should I say? You know when you got a problem with somebody and they be like, well, what'd I do to you? Same thing in drama. What did other, right? What did they do in order to create this conflict? What did they do? What I do to you? Okay, you don't like me? What I do to you? So let's create a character B and a character C, shall we? All right, cool. So we know that character A is Kim. Who's character B? Asha, who's character B?
Her mother,
Ooh, what's her mom name?
Sharon.
Sharon? Deen, who's character C?
Her student.
Student's name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Okay, it is 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Pacific. Let's take a 5-minute break, okay? Let's be back in 5, and then we'll keep going on with this lesson, all right? All right, thanks, folks. Get some water. right. This is My Favorite Things by John Coltrane. I absolutely love John Coltrane for the intro music to the class. Haven't changed it yet. All right, come back, Shebas, come back, come back. So 5 minutes left. Dean, how you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling okay.
Yeah. What let's do a quick little recap about just what you've learned. What have you learned so far?
Ooh, what have I learned?
Yeah.
I'm learning about when creating a character, really being cognizant of that positive and negative elements that make them who they are. I've learned about complicating or making a monologue more complex by considering those circles, those concentric circles of society, time, and playing space. And I think I'm about to learn point 3 right now for me, which is this next one of.
But you also learned the Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. Mm-hmm.
Teach it to your students too. You know what I'm saying? I made it up. I like to think I made it up. I don't think I made it up. You know what I mean? Pythagorean theorem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about character. So keep this in mind, okay? Just keep this in mind. Please keep this in mind. I really want to talk about character archetype. Character archetype. We find this a lot in Shakespeare, right? Archetypes of characters. You have your hero, right? You have your protagonist, your antagonist. Can I erase this? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want you to list all of the character archetypes that you know. So we already got protagonist. We got the antagonist. What else? What other kind of character archetypes are there?
So my brain is going to things like lover, fighter as archetypes. Are those archetypes, or is it like, or should I be thinking about it in like?
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. The protagonist, the antagonist, the lover, the soldier. What else? In drama. Yeah.
The villain. You got the villain, and I guess is already there.
I want to add the messenger.
The messenger, yeah.
What else?
Like, I mean, this is one I don't like, but like, or maybe that's the messenger, but you know, like the trope of the spiritual Negro, like just that person with the answer, or like the person with the
guide.
The guide, yeah. So, or the teacher.
Sorry?
The teacher, I guess, too, as right there with the guide.
I'm thinking about the judge.
Or like the innocent one, or the victim, or the innocent person.
Thinking about the king or the queen, right?
The what would you call a person who's like new to the space, or like someone who,
The stranger.
a stranger?
Thinking of the chorus. Any other ones you're thinking about?
Those feel good to me.
Let's feel good.
Yeah.
So Peep,
Or
right?
or how about the Joker?
The
I mean-
Joker. The Joker. Uh-huh. Can I see the clown as well? Is the clown and Joker the same person?
Could be, could not be. I'm cool with doing a slash. I think they might be different. I think the Joker is a little bit more
Mischievous. Yeah. So what's interesting about this list, right, is that all of these character archetypes exist in the real world and they exist in the theater, right? But most importantly, they can also exist in your play. They can exist in your play because all of these archetypal characters, right, they have a role to play. They play a specific role, right? And women merely players, and each person merely plays their part. That's the damn thing, right? They have a role to play in this drama, in this play, okay? I want to talk about stereotype real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So what is your understanding of stereotype?
For me, stereotypes are, my understanding is that they're things that are used to simplify or make people less complex. Yeah, to make like, to give it like a general, broad kind of like painting of a specific type of person. So.
Okay, what kind of like painting?
A negative one that is false and not true. One that is not rooted in truth, but rooted in kind of like an idea of an unknown and not really knowing. So that's what it is for me.
Okay, cool. I love that. Would you call someone a stereotype on the street?
What I call who? Sorry.
Would you call someone a stereotype on the street?
Would I call someone a stereotype?
Yeah. Would you call someone a stereotype on the street?
Probably, yeah, probably. There might have been a time when I did, but like I would try not to.
Cool. Because
Yeah.
now you get your ass beat, right? You try
Yeah.
that, right? All right, cool. So here's the thing about stereotype, right? How I feel about that word. I feel like what's interesting to me in my experience is that whenever I am creating a character, right, whether that's in the rehearsal room or whatnot, right, the main thing that like really hypersensitive about is if they are portraying a stereotypical character, right? But most importantly and most annoyingly, through the lens of the white gaze, G-A-Z-E, right? You know, I'm all about what is the truth and the essence of the character, sans the white gaze, sans the negative connotations that their body in the space presents to other people that don't look like them, right? Or who don't empathize with them. You know what I'm saying? When you are creating a character, stereotype is the thing that's going to be the thing that's going to be dizzying your head. Am I writing a stereotypical character? Am I doing this? Am I doing this? But I think the thing you got to think about the most is that complicated person.
You might
That's
want to
the
repeat.
main thing.
Can you repeat that, Josh? Because it just
Yes.
comes real quick.
Are you writing a complicated truthful person. First of all, we're all stereotypes of something, right? We're all stereotypes of something. Everyone's a stereotype. You can literally put a negative connotation on everybody in this world. So don't focus so much on, oh my God, am I writing a stereotype? Or, oh, will my audience perceive these people as stereotypes? The main thing you got to worry about is, are my characters real? Are they real? This play, this monologue, right? This character, Kim, I love, I'm obsessed with Kim for some reason, okay? But we got Sharon, right? So we got Kim, Sharon, and what was the kid's name?
Courtney.
Courtney. All right, let's focus on Kim and Courtney. Since your monologue, it sounds like Kim is talking to Courtney in your monologue.
Yeah, I feel like.
Right? Feels like it, right? Cool. What does Kim's problem with Courtney?
Right now, Kim's problem with Courtney is that Courtney has the book that she wants. Monologue.
Let's okay, cool. Courtney has the book. Does she want it or does she need it?
That she needs.
For what?
That she needs in order to feel closer to her sister.
Let's go back to that super objective. Yes. Just
back in order to bring back her sister.
Yes. And what's Courtney's problem with Kim?
I think Courtney doesn't like Kim because Kim is always mean to her, or always picking on her, or always singling her out. So.
Kim is a bully. Let's make it dramatic. Kim's a bully.
Kim is a bully.
That's crazy. Kindergarten teacher being a bully. God
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I mean?
Or I mean, like, Courtney's problem is that Kim keeps threatening her that she's going to take her away from her parents, which could be a really big problem.
Question: what does Kim want from Courtney?
In the monologue or overall?
Let's do overall.
All right, overall, I think what Kim wants from Courtney is her compliance, her willingness to always do what she says. So wants.
She wants yeah. Okay, cool. Kim wants control over Courtney.
Yes.
And what does Courtney want?
Courtney wants Kim to leave her alone.
You open up a little bit more?
Yeah. Courtney wants Kim to leave Courtney wants Kim to leave her and her family alone, or Courtney wants Kim to stop
bullying her.
bullying her. Yeah.
Kim wants control over Courtney. How? And how is she going to do that?
The two ways I have are, I mean, grades, like physically holding her back, and not holding her back in terms of grades, and like also threatening her that she's going to take her away from her family.
CPS, grades and CPS. All right,
Okay.
cool.
CPS.
And Courtney wants to stop Kim from bullying her, and how's she going to do that?
Oh, wow. It's hard to think about what a kid could do.
Kid
Courtney,
can do a lot of things.
yeah, they can do a lot of things. Courtney is going to Courtney is going to tell lies, is going to make up lies about, or exaggerate, like really
I like
exaggerate.
making lies.
Okay.
To whom?
To everyone, to the school officials, to her boss, to the school.
And how does this all relate to the book?
It all relates to the book. I don't know yet. It relates to the book because the book.
This is good. Let's find this out in the writing process, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Find out in the monologue.
No, but that's what's so amazing about this, right? Is that we may not have all the answers in the germination process, but when we actually do the physical planting, we actually physically put our pen to the paper or pencil to the paper, for some reason it all comes out, right? It all comes out in the wash. So here's what you do, okay? I want you to write a monologue from Courtney's perspective, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to start the monologue off. Give me like, I want you to start the monologue off with the line, "I want."
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, 15 lines. Sorry, 5 minutes, 15 lines. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Make sure you breathe. So as Dean is writing, I want to read a couple of pages from the Playwrights Workshop workbook. This chapter is called The Cerebral and the Physical. There are two types of writing, physical and cerebral. Cerebral is getting lost in thought, getting lost in ideas, philosophy, law, etc. Really pondering on a burning thesis that requires more processing of information than physical is figuring out and sensing the emotions and the thoughts of the character and how to complete the task going after and objecting after going, what the hell did I write? Is figuring out the sense of emotion and the thoughts of the character and how to complete the task going after the objective psychically instead of physically. The physical is the complete opposite, going after the objective in a physical way, doing things, acting on things, being physical and tactile with the world, with people, with themselves, with objects, going after a physical and tangible, go after the things that they want. There are some playwrights that solely focus on the cerebral, and there are some playwrights who solely focus on the physical, and some go back and forth between the two. The right alchemy for yourself. You have to figure that out. As you continue to write, you will begin to realize the type of writer you are through the actions of the characters. Don't get caught up in your head, but don't get caught up in blood either. The next chapter I want to write about is a read. Time. Time is interesting because when you're writing this first draft, I want you to think how time moves. Depending on what you want your play to feel is how long you want your play to be. The average time for a play is an hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. This event of going to the theater can be as time. You're getting on an average about a 2-hour performance in order for the audience to feel like they had a full night. If you are writing in real time meaning on the minute, and if you're writing sequentially, the number of hours on the clock are in sequence, then the play is going to have a different feel on the bodies of the audience versus a play that has flash forwards. You have to be specific on how time functions in your play. I think that having a time buzzer for your scenes might be a great way to manipulate time. So if your character has 3 days to get this thing done, then your audience will have an expectation of time. I think for this rough draft, manipulate and manage time by putting a timer on how your characters should complete their objectives in the play. If Cinderella got until midnight to get home, then she gonna get her ass home. How can this be true for your characters too? Last one, and then we'll get to Deen. What's happening here on stage / the event? What is happening on stage? What is physically happening on the stage? What is the event of the scene? I really want you to think about that point. What is the point of these characters being in this setting for this amount of time? What is the point? And that's the event. What's supposed to happen? this event? Are the characters in the scene because someone is about to get a phone call? Is someone going to die? Is someone going to find some crucial information, a secret? What is the point of these characters being in the scene, and why are we listening to them? You have to focus on the event of the scene. We don't want to see a bunch of talking heads. We want to see the characters doing something collectively that's going to make some type of substantive change, and that's going to push the story forward in some type of a way. In every scene, there is an event. All right, Deen. Come back, Sheba. How you feeling?
I'm breathing.
All right, cool. Let's hear it.
All right.
Siri here. Let me know if I can.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. My bad.
So I want you to switch places with me. I want you to be the kid now because you're not good at being a teacher. You are the worst, and you keep making my head feel heavy and my heart hurt like that monster. You are this monster. Yeah, you are starting to look just like him, and you want to take me away, just like the monster in the book, and you want my voice too, but you can't have it. You can't trap me here. I'm not her. I don't want to pretend to be your sister anymore. I don't like this game we are playing. I don't like your rules. I just want to see my mom. You lied to me. You said you will tell them to give her back to me if I sang the song in this book, and I keep singing it, and it's not my fault it won't work. Please, I just want to go home to my mom, and if you don't let me, I'll tell everyone that you lock me in here all day. I'll tell them that you hurt me and you bite my neck to take my voice away. I'll show them that you are a monster, an ugly monster. That's what I wrote.
Yo, this play is getting so, you know what's funny? This play is like a Hansel and Gretel in a way. Like it gives me like those witchy vibes. That's so bomb. So what did we learn about these characters as you were writing?
I learned that Kim thinks that the little girl reminds her of her sister. And that is a part of her fascination with her, or a reason why she wants to keep her and control her, is because she reminds her of her sister and she sounds like her sister. And that is something that Kim is holding on to.
And you write for you're getting a degree in youth theater?
Yeah, youth theater.
I really think you should write this play.
Okay. Well, if I keep coming back.
But even if you don't, right? Like you have two amazing monologues.
True. I can keep working on them.
So question, what do you think is the point of a monologue?
Oh. I think it's stream of thought. I think for me, a lot of the monologues I like reveal to me something new that the character has been holding in or keeping a secret. So I feel the monologues I feel are necessary are ones that reveal a secret, or reveal something that has yet to be said.
I love that. So here's the segue to the segue. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is your last writing exercise.
Okay.
This is from the perspective of the mother.
Uh-huh. Okay.
She has a secret. Okay. All three of these monologues are connected. So mother has a secret. You have 5 minutes. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so as Dean is working on their piece, this is a little note on causality. Cause and effect. With every action, there is a reaction. That's just what the hell it is. This causes a thing, which causes a thing, which causes a thing. And these essential acts of creation creates a dramatic effect. Choices and consequences. We got to make sure that the cause and effects align with the journey of the play, that it aligns with the characters that causes them to change. And that aligns with the world of the play to get it back to stasis. The audience is constantly looking at the choices the characters have to make. And those choices have consequences they will ultimately learn from. Power. I want you to think of power as a game of tennis. I want you to think about the players on the tennis court hitting the ball back and forth. They're trying to figure out how hard to hit the ball, which angle to hit the ball at. Are their knees bent? All that to get their opponent off balance in order for them to strike and get the point. Power is an energy exchange that makes the characters feel like they are in charge of the scene or the event. Humans make power moves, power plays. They stand in positions of power. It is a thing that is said or done in order to amp their place up in the hierarchy in the world. And that is power. Power is in every scene. Sometimes the character needs to usurp power. Sometimes information endows a character with power. Action can endow power, but there's always a struggle for power. There's always a dance of who's the most powerful person in the room. All right, one more. Ugh. Stage directions. Stage direction visually sets. It is the paintbrush to this canvas of words. Your stage direction gives every single person a chance to visualize movement, what you see as the writer. It helps us emotionally connect to a place. Everyone talks about this beautiful staircase in the glass menagerie. There's this huge, amazing staircase. But on stage, it's just a regular staircase. But the stage directions and how this play is supposed to be acting on stage. The stage directions give us a clue to how to believe in this beautiful, ethereal, romantic world, when all the playwright talked about was just a fire escape. Stage directions, think of them really simple. You're writing some active prose and you're describing what is happening in the picture box on stage, the picture that you wrote. What is happening being in this moment? Follow the character's movement, their sense of time, their place. And it also helps to be poetic with your stage directions. This is all the first draft of, the book. All right, Dean, where we at?
I got something.
You got something? All right, let's hear it.
All right. This is by far. You know what? Nope. I'm just gonna read it.
Read it.
Stop. This is from the mother. Stop. Stop now, okay? You can't keep messing with that little girl. She's not your sister. You don't even have a sister. You never had a sister because I found you after Toya died. Those memories aren't yours. You just found that picture of her, my real daughter, and it was easier for me to tell you she was your twin, but you never knew her. You only had memories of her. You can't keep looking for for Toya in the face of every child. You won't know it because you never knew her face. You only heard her voice in a dream. I love you, Kim. I do, like I had you myself. But I had to take you away. And that's where I got.
Damn. That's a reversal. That's a switch.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a secret.
Really good switch. I love that.
I don't know what's happening.
Dean, I want to thank you for really like being being a team player and doing all this writing. How do you feel?
My hand hurts.
Yeah. Okay, your hand hurt.
But I mean, like it hurts, but like it feels good in that it's a muscle again that I haven't used in a long time that I'm beginning to tap back into and figure out how it feels. And then thinking through character and thinking through who people are, realizing that just with characters alone is enough of a story, and everything else can like builds on top of it. So
Right.
I'm feeling good.
All right, cool. Well, look, we have about 15 minutes left. I'm not one for beating the dead horse, but I also want to open up this like last 15 minutes or anything, or if you have any questions for me when it comes to being a professional playwright, when it comes to anything, we have a 15-minute discussion.
All right, cool. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, this, I'm always curious about the offering, why you're offering this space now. Why is it important for you to offer this space to people, or to writers in general? What are some of your goals with this space and what you're trying to create?
Well, this workshop started, first it started as just like, it happened in April, started in April, during the beginnings of the Panini. Mm-hmm. And, there was this point where I kind of felt like, wow, like, am I the only writer that is feeling like the world's going to end? You know what I mean? Or am I the only person that wants to be in workshop, wants to be in community with other writers? I long time since grad school, actually. So like being a part of a community of writers and learning from a community of writers has always been like a thing for me. So I just wanted to essentially like connect to other writers. I wanted to also kind of help uplift other writers and help affirm usually don't necessarily call themselves playwrights, or just amplify voices who want to know more about playwriting. I think for me doing it on, and so then in that space, right, I was, charging people for class, you know what I mean? And making sure that, this is, I'm not teaching in a university. I got to pay bills. I got to do a lot of stuff, right? So teaching for me is actually like one of my trades. So I kind of just wanted to, create income for myself to keep writing. I had other commissions to write and other productions to do as well. But you know, there's something about keeping that teaching muscle happening. You know what I'm saying? I was not the transition out of academia through the pandemic really did a number on me. And I think it did a number on a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? So it felt empowered to like have my own private teaching practice. I think the reason why I'm putting it out on YouTube now and doing like live streams now is because number one, everyone's back in school. And two, everyone gotta get a job because we all got kicked off unemployment back in the day. You know what I mean? A couple years ago. So we all have to get back. So you know, I didn't want to keep beating the dead horse by doing the same thing. So I think just gifting the workshop space to the world is more important because I learn through YouTube like almost something every day. So why not be a part of YouTube University?
True. I feel that. Yeah, there's again that, thinking about the muscle, thinking about moving that muscle and trying to work it. Thank you for the space. I don't consider myself a writer. People have called me a writer in the past, but that's not an identity that I like hold as true. But even like just these 2 hours alone have made me come closer, closer to holding that, or closer to knowing that it's something I can do, and something that I'm interested in doing, especially as an educator and as a teacher, and really trying to figure out how do I incorporate a writing practice into my life. Because
absolutely.
So
you've never written.
Oh, it just froze up on me. I'm sorry.
You never written a play before?
No, I haven't written a play before. So.
All right, so you got some homework, if that's okay.
I love homework. Homework is my favorite thing.
All right, cool. I want you to write scene 1.
Scene 1?
I want you to write scene 1. And I actually want you to use these characters, if that's all right.
Cool.
And you can throw it in the trash if you don't like it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the goal of the workshop is to write 10 pages every week. And because we're doing a consecutive 10 classes, each class is considered a week, right? So I challenge you to write 10 pages for 10 weeks.
10 pages, 10 weeks.
That's 100 pages. So by the end of your 10 weeks, you will have a 100-page rough draft. Lydia Diamond, I think I saw in an interview that Lydia Diamond said that the first 100 pages is the rough draft, the bulk of the idea. The bulk of the idea is out at the first 100 pages, or around. I think I'm paraphrasing. I'm trying to put words on something like that. But it really resonated with me because I really do think that getting out 100 pages of text, if you have 100 pages in you, it might be 80 pages. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But for some reason, when you kind of throw up pages, right? When you're done purging, you get to examine the mess, and you get to find the pearls in each and every page, each and every scene. And eventually you get the straight, right? Or technically you get to be a sculptor, and how sculptors have that raw block of marble. You know what I'm saying? That is your rough draft. And then your second draft and third draft, you get to chip away and kind of create the shape that you want to create. So Deen, I really, really, really encourage you to follow that method. And I'm going to be in touch with you for 10 weeks.
Oh.
And I will be emailing you and asking for pages, if that's all right.
Ask for pages? That's fine.
Okay. So so let's say, so now that I put you on blast from the world, what's 10 weeks from today? 1, 2.
Is that around Christmas or something?
No, actually, it's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve.
So
one play by the New Year.
Can you write a play by 2023? Just a rough draft. A rough draft. It doesn't have to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you write a rough draft of your play by January 1st, 2023. That's the goal. That's the challenge. You might not meet the goal, right? You might not meet it because you're in school and stuff like that. But what a great challenge to have. Do you accept this challenge?
I do accept it.
All right, cool. World, you heard it. January 1st, 2023, Deen gonna have something. I love it. Welcome to the workshop.
Appreciate it.
I'm Ray Deen. That's what's up. Do you have any other questions, comments, concerns before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, Deen, listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great semester in Austin. And I hope the sun is.
Thank you.
Deuces.
Peace.
So folks, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This has been the second part of our characters class with the Playwrights Workshop. We will be live tomorrow, October 22nd, for the third class. I'm having a great time. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you learned something today. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your teachers, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And I will